After her mother's death, Abby tries to find herself. She realizes that after taking care of her mother for so long, she lost herself and who she is. With the help of Buck, Carla, and her brother, she puts her apartment back together and goes through her mother's things. She even gives Carla a pair of earrings to remember her mother by. As she sorts through boxes of her mother's belongings, and paperwork she needs to fill out, she goes through her mother's passport and realizes she never traveled anywhere. Which is why she decides to buy a ticket to Ireland. She tells Buck she's going for a few months because she needs to find herself again. He tells her he's happy for her, but sad for himself, obviously. During the first call, both a husband and wife call 911 on each other. The wife claims the husband is acting crazy, and the husband claims the wife isn't acting like herself. When the team arrives, the woman, who is speaking with a British accent, says her husband is going mental. Athena notices the woman has the hiccups and she says that she woke up with them along with a migraine. The husband says that his wife threw a picture frame at him. He then tells them that his wife isn't British, she was born in Brooklyn, and that she woke up with the accent all of a sudden. Athena then realizes that the woman is having a stroke, so the team rushes her to the hospital. Back at the precinct, Bobby is taking selfies and setting up an online dating profile. Of course, the crew comes in and pokes fun at him, claiming his profile is dated. But they are happy he wants to start dating again. The jokes are interrupted by a call though. During another call, the victim has just purchased a motorcycle and can't wait to show it to his son. However, he never makes it home. During his first ride, the man is thrilled to catch the attention of a female driver. He's so distracted though, that he slams into a truck, and the force of the impact cuts him in half. Yes, the man is cut in half. When Bobby gets on the scene, Athena tells him they can only make him comfortable and that he's still alive because his body must be in shock. The man has no idea what's happened. He gets a call from his son and tells him all about the motorcycle. Bobby is in tears as the man says his last words to his son and dies on the street. Athena goes after Bobby, who leaves the scene. He apologizes for being unprofessional, but she says it can happen to anyone. She offers her support, so he asks her to come to church with him. While there, he explains he goes often because it's quiet and he can pray and confess. He asks her to pray with him, so she does. Later that night, Bobby is getting ready for a date. Chimney is thrilled for him. At the restaurant, Athena shows up as his date. They are both dressed up, so I imagine it's not just a friendly work dinner. During another call, Hen and Chimney arrive at a psychic's business to find a man dead. The woman claims she was reading his palm when he passed out. However, as they zip the man's body up, we, the audience, can hear the man say he's not dead. At the morgue, we can still hear the man as he worries about the medical examiner taking photos and eventually takes out a bone saw. Suddenly, the man wakes up, which obviously scares the medical examiner, who passes out and the saw lands on his leg. Chimney and Hen show up to take care of the medical examiner, and they are shocked to see the man they declared dead, alive. He explains he has narcolepsy with cataplexy, and this is the third time he's been declared dead by accident. When they ask why he's not wearing a bracelet to inform people of his disease, he says he doesn't want people to know because each time he dies, he wakes up a completely different person and understands how precious life is. The narcolepsy victim gets Hen thinking that she needs to make things right with her wife Karen quickly. She confronts her in a parking lot, as Karen won't take her calls. Karen listens to Hen apologize, but gets upset when Hen begs her to come home. Something must have clicked though, because by the end of the episode, Karen is moving back in. Meanwhile, as Buck is comforting Abby, he keeps getting confronted by random women who claim they've been talking to him online and then get ghosted. When one of the women confronts him in front of Abby, she obviously gets upset. Buck immediately thinks Chimney is behind the random women, but Chimney just laughs. He explains that another woman came by the firehouse with the same story. After some digging, Chimney says he found out that someone created a fake MySpace profile for Buck and has been catfishing women ever since the roller coaster rescue. Chimney also mentions that he set up a date with that woman before he helps Buck track the IP address of the suspect. When they get to the man's trailer, they find him dead inside, severely bloated, surrounded by bugs and maggots. Buck feels bad for the man, especially when he sees people surrounding the trailer with their cameras, waiting for a glimpse of the body. The coroner says he's going to have a hard time getting the victim out of the trailer, so Buck takes it upon himself to try and drain the man. After some gross draining of the man, they are able to take the body to the morgue. When Buck tells Abby the truth, she believes him, but that's when she tells him she's going on her Ireland trip. Season 1 of 911 started off focusing on the 911 calls, and by the end of the season, I really feel like I know all of the characters. It's had a nice mix of the personal lives of all the EMTs, as well as exciting, and sometimes, crazy calls and situations. I'm happy Hen is getting a second chance with her wife. I really hope that she can rid herself of Eva for good. I'm happy Bobby is moving on and trying to let go of the past. He's had a rough few years, and I'm glad Athena is there to help him. I just hope they don't hurt each other, since Bobby is just starting to branch out, and Athena is newly separated. They work closely together, so they should just be careful. I'm surprised Abby is leaving Buck. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. She's been so tied down to her mother, even her last relationship failed because of her caring for her mother. It's time she does something for herself to make herself whole again. What did you think of the first season of 911? Will you be back for season 2? Which character is your favorite and why? What call is the craziest of the season? What do you think of Bobby and Athena possibly dating? Do you think Abby should leave Buck behind? Let us know in the comments below.